Hello students, once again welcome to all of you. Myself SS Raite from KTHM College Nasik, Department of Commerce. Students, in previous lecture we have completed the chapter number 2, Introduction to E-Marketing. Now today we are going to start the chapter 3, Electronic Payment System. In this chapter, first we will discuss the topic Introduction to E-Payment, advantages and disadvantages and types of EPS. So this is our lecture number 1. So let us start.
First, introduction of electronic payment. EPS stands for Electronic Payment System. Electronic payment is essential for all online businesses to be able to accept and process electronic payment in a fast and secure way. Electronic payment system can also increase your cash flow, reduce administrative cost and labor, and provide yet another way for your customer to pay. It is a subset of an e-commerce transaction to include electronic payment for buying and selling goods or services offered through the internet. Students, today many users make payment electronically rather than in person. Hundreds of electronic payment systems have been developed to provide secure internet transaction. Electronic payment systems are alternative cash or credit payment method using various electronic technologies to pay for product and services in e-commerce. Okay, so EPS stands for Electronic Payment System. Now we will see definition. First, electronic payment is a financial exchange that takes place online between buyers and seller. E-payment or electronic payment is any digital financial payment transaction involving currency transfer between two or more parties. So the electronic payment term is a collective phrase for many different kinds of electronic payment method available and the processing of transaction and their application within online merchant and e-commerce website. Okay. An electronic payment is essential for all online business to be able to accept and process electronic payment in a fast and secure way. And electronic payment system can also increase your cash flow, reduce administrative cost and labor, and provide yet another way for your customer to pay. Okay. Next is advantages of electronic payment. Electronic payment is very convenient for the consumer. So first advantage is speed and convenience. In most cases, you only need to enter your account information such as your credit card number and shipping address. The information is then stored in a database on the retailer web server. When you come back to the website, you just log in with your username and password. Completing a transaction is as simple as clicking your mouse. All you have to do is confirm your purchase and you are done. Students, electronic payment lower cost for business. The more payment they can process electronically, the less they spend on paper and postage. Offering electronic payment can also help business improve customer retention. A customer is more likely to return to the same e-commerce site where his or her information has already been entered and stored. Also, it saves your time. Paying via card, mobile wallet is almost always faster than using cash. Valuable time is saved as a customer simply swipe or tap to pay. Okay, so it is a important advantages of electronic payment. Next is flexible payment arrangement. It means with the progress of digitization, customer needs are changing and at the same time new possibilities are opening up, creating added value for buyer and sellers. Using and offering digital payment option can help to overcome challenges and problems such as bounce check, chargeback of loan or purchase cancellations. Okay. When manufacturer and wholesaler offer a range of payment options in their web shop or customer portal, ideally with a focus on mobile commerce and payment service providers such as PayPal, they gain a competitive edge to understand why a wider range of payment method can have a positive effect on electronic transaction. We need to take a look at the specific requirement of B2B and its payment method. This is help us to identify potential for reducing cost and increasingly safety. Okay. Next advantage is fast transaction speed. Online transaction quickly provide feedback to you and your customer. Okay. Next advantage is automatic. Online payment can be automatic, which can be convenient for you and your customers. Okay. So these all are the advantages of electronic payment. Next is disadvantages of electronic payment. First is service fees. Payment gateway and third-party payment process charge service fee. Next is inconvenient for offline sale. Online payment methods are inconvenient for online sale. Next is technical problem. Online payment method can go down due to technical problem. Next is identity theft. The process is complicated because of the near anonymous electronic nature of transaction taking place between the network computer system of buyer and seller. Here, many security issues are involved. So, these all are the disadvantages of electronic payment. Now, we will see types of electronic payment system. So, first type is credit card. You all are know that what is a credit card? A credit card is a plastic card having a magnetic number and code in it. Credit card is an instrument issued by the banker to enable credit purchase and cash withdrawal. The name itself makes it clear that it is a pre-approved loan which the customer uses. The payment system has been widely accepted by consumer and merchant throughout the world and by far the most popular method of payment, especially in the retail market. Okay. Credit card is an instrument carrying a pre-sanctioned credit limit by issuing banker to its holder. It is an instrument facilitating current purchase to be paid in future. Okay. So this form of payment system has several advantages which were never available through the traditional mode of payment. Next is debit card. This is one more form of plastic card. This is somewhat similar to that of credit card. The only one difference is that there is no credit facility available to the debit card holder on his debit card. With the help of debit card, cardholder can withdraw and can pay for purchase of goods and services. On purchase of goods or services, the cardholder account is instantly debited. This card can be used only if credit balance exists in the account of debit card holder. This card is more suitable to those who wish to manage within their monthly income and who usually do not want to borrow. So, debit card is card without any borrowing facility. Many banks issue ATM debit card. Okay. Next is smart card. A smart card is a card that stores information on a microprocessor or memory chip rather than the magnetic strip found on ATM and credit card. Okay. And smart cards are not used for transferring financial information alone and can be used for variety of identification purposes. Some companies give their employee smart identification card as an added measure of security for the organization and for the individual who work there. Smart cards are important for security purpose in all of their applications. In an age of increasingly technology, hackers and security challenge, smart cards give user and institutions extra protection for transaction and account information. Okay. So example is, if you have a smart debit card, your card will display a small golden chip in one of the corner. When you visit a retail store and use your card, the salesperson or clerk will direct you to stick it into a special slot that can read the card. Or you may able to swipe it across a special monitor that can read the chip without physical contact. Your employer also may use smart card for employee identification. Your smart card may be used to open door by waving in it front of small monitor that can read the embedded chip data and give you access to certain parts of building where you work. Okay. Next is e-wallet. A digital wallet, also known as e-wallet, is an electronic device or online service that allow one party to make electronic transaction with another party unit for goods and services. This can include purchasing item online with a computer or using a smartphone to purchase something at a store. Money can be deposited in the digital wallet prior to any transaction, or in other cases, individual bank account can be linked to the digital wallet. Users might also have their driver's license, health card, loyalty card and other ID documents stored within the wallet. Okay. Next is net banking. It means internet banking. E-banking is a facility offered by bank and financial institution that allow customer to use banking services over the internet. Customer need not visit their bank branch office to avail each and every small service. Not all account holders get access to internet banking. If you would like to use internet banking service, you must register for the facility while opening the account or later. You have to use the registered customer ID and password to log into your internet banking account. Okay. So its advantages is you can avail the banking service round clock throughout the year. Most of the service offer are not time restricted. You can check your account balance at any time and transfer fund without having to wait for the bank to open. Next, mobile payment. A mobile payment is a money payment made for a product or service through a portable electronic device such as a tablet or cell phone. Mobile payment technology can also be used to send money to friends or family members such as with the applications like PayPal, PhonePe, Google Pay, etc. Okay. This technology into their banking app that allow customer to send money instantly to friends and family members directly from their bank account. Mobile payment are also made on site at store by scanning a barcode on an app on your phone, accepting payment from convenience store to large multinational retailer. Okay. So these are the types of electronic payment system. So students, today we saw the definition of electronic payment system, its advantages and disadvantages, and various types of electronic payment system. Thank you.